Welcome to the chapter, The Plants Around Us. This slide presents the overview of the chapter. Learning objectives. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to explain different types of plants, describe the parts and functions of a plant, interpret flowers as a means of livelihood, recognize how flowers transform into fruits, identify how fruits transform into seeds, recognize the size and structure of seeds, explain the process of seed germination, describe the agents responsible for dispersal of seeds, explain the importance of nurseries. We know. Let us start our chapter with the introduction. In the previous classes, we learned that different types of plants and animals are found around us. They make our world beautiful. Some of the plants are small, while some of the plants are big. Plants provide us many useful things. Do you know what are herbs? What are shrubs and bushes? The difference between climbers and creepers. What are the different parts of a plant and their functions? How flowers are converted into fruits? How fruits are converted into seeds? Do all the seeds look alike? How the process of seed germination takes place? How the dispersal of seed takes place. What are nurseries? Let us know. Let us try to answer these questions and learn more about the plants that grow in our surroundings. Here, let us study the different types of plants. Plants that are smaller than trees and bushes are called shrubs. Examples: chrysanthemum, roses, chili, etc. Weak plants that need a support to climb are called climbers. Example: ridgegourd, bittergourd, jasmine, etc. Weak plants that grow along the ground are called creepers. Examples: watermelon, pumpkin, muskmelon, etc. Big and strong plants are called trees. The trunk of big trees is tall and strong. Trees give us shade. We get the required timber from these plants. Examples: tamarind, mango, banyan, peepal, etc. Knowledge check. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. Let us learn about the parts of a plant. Till now, we have learned that there are shrubs, bushes, climbers, creepers, and trees around us, out of which some of them give timber while others give us fruits and flowers. But do you know about their parts? Let us study about them. Generally, the plants have different parts like roots, stems, leaves, flowers and fruits. Next, let us study about the functions of each part of the plant. Let us perform an activity. Different parts of the plants are listed below. Drag and drop the respective part of the plant onto the given image. First, let us study about the roots. The roots grow below the ground or soil. Roots help the plant to stand erect. Plants absorb water and nutrients through the roots. Next, let us study the other important part of the plant, the stem. The part of the plant above the ground is called stem. The stem gives rise to branches, leaves and flowers. The stems of all plants are not similar. Stems of some plants have thorns. Some plants' stems are soft. Some others have rough stems. Some others have a thick bark. The stem provides the necessary support to the plant to stand straight. The water and nutrients that are absorbed by roots are transported to different parts of the plant through the stem. Here, let us study the most important part of a plant, the leaves. Leaf is an important part of a plant. It plays an important role in the life of the plant. Plants need leaves to breathe and to make food. Leaves prepare food for the plant. Different plants have different types of leaves. Leaves differ in size, shape, smell, and color. Some are big and some are small. Some leaves may be oval, round, pointed, etc. There are many leaves that are useful to us in different ways. Leaves have a pigment called chlorophyll. It gives leaves the green color. It also helps leaves to make their own food. The plants which have more leaves prepare more food. Hence, we should not pluck the leaves of plants. If we pluck the leaves, the plant do not grow well. When the chlorophyll in leaves get finished, leaves dry up and fall. We all know that the sun gives us heat and light energy. The leaves absorb this light energy and use it in the preparation of their food. Man and other animals obtain the required energy by consuming the food products produced by the plants. Let us study the importance of fruits. We all know that fruits and vegetables are obtained from the plants. These plants grow from seeds. The seeds are in turn obtained from flowers. This is a cyclic process. Now let us know about the flowers. The plants can be classified as flowering and non-flowering plants. In flowering plants, flower is an important part of the plant. Flower consists of different colorful structures. These colorful structures are called petals. Flowers are of different colors and odor or smell. You might have observed that some flowers are small and some are big. We get the necessary fruits and vegetables from these flowers after undergoing the necessary changes. Generally, we grow plants to produce colorful flowers in our gardens, which provide beauty to our nature. Flowers are used for decorations and also while praying. Make a note. The largest flower in the world is Rafflesia. The diameter of this flower is 1 meter and it weighs about 4 kgs. This flower emits the smell of rotten meat up to 2 kilometers. Let us learn about the flowers as a means of livelihood. People do business with flowers. Some people depend on flowers for their livelihood. Flowering plants are not found in everybody's house. People who sell the flowers buy them from the growers. Different types of flowers are shown on the screen. Knowledge check. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. Here, let us study how the flowers get converted into fruits. The flowers change or transform into fruits. Insects like butterflies, honeybees, and beetles are responsible for converting the flower into fruit. They take their food by sucking the nectar from the flowers and help the flower to transform itself into fruit. Let us study how the fruits get converted into seeds. Many of us have the habit of visiting the garden at our home or school for watering the plants. In the garden, some of the fruits or vegetables grow individually, while some others grow in bunches. In the same way, some fruits contain one seed and some other fruits contain many seeds. The size and the structure of seeds varies from plant to plant. Generally, the seeds from the plants fall in the soil and get buried under the ground. After a few days, the buried seeds under the ground will germinate and grow into small plants. In some cases, people sow the seeds in the soil, and after a few days, the seeds germinate and grow into small plants. Knowledge check. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. Here let us know about the size and shape of seeds. The size of seeds is different in different plants. The size of a tree does not relate to the size of plant. For example, the seeds of banyan tree are small, while the seeds of coconuts are big in size. Some groundnut seeds have hard shells, while some other seeds have soft shells. Some plants like coconut, soapnut, cashew nut have only one seed in them. Chicus have 2 or 3 seeds in them. Capsicum, pomegranate, custard apple, and pumpkin have many seeds in them. In some millets like jowar, maize, and ragi, seeds are born on the spike. Here, let us know the requirements for the process of germination of seeds. For the seeds to germinate, there must be proper air, water, soil, and sunlight. All the seeds do not germinate. Only a few seeds grow into new plants, while some others do not germinate at all. Seeds germinate quickly when they are grown in a fertile soil. The soil becomes fertile when the dead bodies of the animals, leaves shed from trees are decomposed by the microorganisms. Some animals like the squirrel and the mole make the soil fertile by digging burrows in the soil. Earthworms are known as the friend of farmer because they help the farmer in many ways. Eat the waste products in fields. Soil becomes fertile with its excreta. It loosens the soil so that the roots of the plants get enough air. Because of this, the plants grow well and the yield of the crop increases. But because of overusage of pesticides, these earthworms are dying. Make a note. When the wheat grains were imported to our country from Australia, the seeds of the weed Parthenium came along with it. Nowadays, many people in our country are suffering from lung diseases, eye diseases, and skin diseases caused by the pollen grains of this notorious weed. Knowledge check. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. Here, let us study about the agents that are responsible for the dispersal of seeds. Dispersion is nothing but the movement or transport of seeds away from the parent plants. The dispersal of the seed from one place to the other requires some agents to carry out the process. They are dispersal through wind, dispersal by birds and animals, dispersal through human beings, dispersal by water, dispersal by bursting of roots. Click each tab to know more. Dispersal through wind. You might have observed the white hairy balls moving in the air. They are the seeds of caltropis or gilleidu. The caltropis seeds are light in weight and have a hairy structure at one end. These seeds travel with the wind and settle at a suitable place to germinate. The wind helps these seeds to travel from one place to other. Dispersal by birds and animals. Seeds are dispersed by animals in many ways. Some of the animals eat fleshy fruits from the plants and throw the seeds at different places unknowingly. On the other hand, some dry fruits, having specialized structures like hooks, thorns, hairy parts, get attached to the body of the animal and get carried to distant places. These types of seeds can be found in some kinds of grass plants. Similarly, when birds eat fruits, some seeds get stuck to their beaks. When these birds fly, the seeds fall at different places. Dispersal through human beings. You might have observed that when we walk through the fields and bushes, some kind of seeds or fruits stick to our clothes which contain thorns or hooks. When we move about, these seeds fall on the ground and grow. Dispersal by water. In some places, the fruits and seeds are carried away by water. The seeds, which are light in weight, adapt themselves to float on water. While floating on water, they break open and settle in the soil where they are being left off by water. Example 1. The coconut fruit floats on water and moves from one place to the other place and germinates when it reaches the ground. This is the reason why we find coconut plants growing near the seashores. Example 2. The seeds of lotus plants are usually heavy and fall to the bottom of the water sources and are carried away by the flow of water. Dispersal by bursting of fruits. You might have observed that some fruits are enclosed in a capsule or pod. When we dry these fruits, the pod explodes and releases the seeds with a great force into the surroundings. Example, bhendi, mustard and seeds of pea family. Let us know the importance and uses of nurseries. A nursery is a place where a wide variety of plants are grown. Plants are grown and sold in a nursery. The officials of the forest department also grow the plants like neem, teak, daris or kanuga in the nursery. They supply these plants for the social welfare of people. Kadiyam nurseries of Andhra Pradesh supply a variety of plants all over the country. These nurseries are located in Rajahmundry. These nurseries are spread over almost 5,000 acres of land with 700 of them growing various plants of flowers, fruits, including decorative plants and medicinal plants. Desert plants like cactus and bonsai plants grown in tiny pots are also available here. Plants are grown by sprinkling seeds. Plants are grown in controlled climatic conditions using shed nets and poly houses. Growing diverse varieties of plants found in deserts, polar regions and moist regions together in one place itself proves to be a model of biodiversity. It is necessary to plant the trees as pollution is increasing day by day. Thus, Kadiyam nurseries are playing a vital role in protecting the environment. We should visit such nurseries without fail. Knowledge check. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. Keywords. List of keywords are shown on the screen. Summary. Let us recap the highlights of this chapter. Plants that are smaller than trees and bushes are called shrubs. Weak plants that need a support to climb are called climbers. Weak plants that grow along the ground are called creepers. Big and strong plants are called trees. The plants have different parts like roots, stems, leaves, flowers and fruits. Plants absorb water and nutrients through the roots. The stem gives rise to branches, leaves and flowers. Leaves play an important role in the life of the plant. Plants need leaves to breathe and to make food. The flowers change or transform into fruits. The size of seeds is different in different plants. For the seed to germinate, there must be proper air, water, soil and sunlight. Dispersion is nothing but the movement or transport of seeds away from the parent plants. A nursery is a place where a wide variety of plants are grown. Cadmium nurseries are playing a vital role in protecting the environment. Improve your learning. Read the questions and attempt the answers on your own. You can click answer for your reference. Follow-up work. Take up the following activities. Write 2 or 3 examples of each of the following. You have already learned that plants have roots. Do you know how the roots are useful to the plant? Each one of you collect the roots of paddy, jowar, capsicum and cotton. Observe them and draw diagrams. Did you notice the differences in their roots? What are they? Observe and collect a flowering plant from your school. Compare this plant with the plant given in the picture. Does your plant have the same pots as the one given in the picture? Is every pot similar to this plant? Your friends might also have observed like you. Discuss the pots of a plant with your friends. Observe the plants in your surroundings. How are their stems? Record your observations in the given table. Mark tick in the appropriate column. Visit your surroundings. Collect 4-5 different kinds of leaves. Draw their pictures and observe whether all the leaves are similar. Tell the differences, if any. Observe the flowers that grow near your school and home. Observe their buds. Note the number of days taken by these buds to grow into a flower. Name the flowering plants which you have observed and the color of their flowers. Where are flowers sold? From where do they get the flowers? Find answers for these questions from a florist. Do you know from where we get these seeds? Do you know how the seeds germinate and how they look? Look at the pictures given below. Form groups and discuss with your friends. Please form groups. Put 10 green gram seeds in a tin box, fill it completely with water, other 10 green gram seeds in a tin box containing a wet cloth, and other 10 green gram seeds in an empty tin box. Observe for 2 days. Write your observation in the table given below. Each group can repeat the procedure with Bengal gram and leguminous seeds. Do you know how paddy seeds germinate? Ask your elders or farmers about it. Meet a farmer. Ask him what all they do to grow vegetables and fruits. Write about it in a sequence. Prepare a bouquet with the flowers and leaves available in your surroundings. Explain how you prepared it in your classroom. Make a list of seeds that float in air in your surrounding areas. Collect information and make a list of seeds that are dispersed by birds and animals. Test your understanding of the chapter by taking the mock unit test. You have successfully completed the chapter, The Plants Around Us.